Hello. In Cuba, the National Civil Defense General Staff reported today the death of 2 people in Havana and 1 missing person in the western province of Pinal del Rio in Havana as a result of heavy rains. In a meeting with the President of the Republic, Miguel Diaz-Canel, the body reported that the deaths were the result of a landslide and an accident. Meanwhile, in Pinar del Rio, a passerby fell into a swollen creek and, according to local residents, did not manage to get out of the water, so he is reported missing. In view of this situation, Diaz-Canel indicated to keep the entire civil defense system activated, to continue the constant monitoring of the meteorological phenomenon, and to evacuate the population in areas at risk of flooding or landslides. For now, the main damage was to buildings, was on roofs, and in the capital there were 40 collapses. Cuba's presidency urged in its official Twitter account to keep the entire civil defense system activated, to maintain constant vigilance over the weather conditions affecting the island for the last 24 hours, and evacuate the population in areas at risk of flooding and landslides. The presidency emphasizes the need to place great emphasis on the protection measures of the people and, above all, on the responsible attitude of each person in the face of a meteorological phenomenon such as the one that is affecting the Caribbean nation. So far, 2 people have died in Havana and 1 is missing in the western province of Pinal del Rio as a result of the severe weather conditions. The Cuban government is still assessing the situation and keeping an eye closely on the way the events are unfolding in the western part of the country, where rains are more intense. We will keep you updated in further emissions of what is going on and what will be the unfolding of the events in the country as over the course of events. We repeat that the Cuban government is following closely the situation in the western part of the country, the events, the way they are unfolding, the heavy rains, mostly in Pinal del Rio, Habana, Artemisa, and Mayabeque, and we will bring you more information over the course of the events. Now, in Cuba, the National Civil Defense, remember, is the main body that carries out the actions of containment and of security, of safeguarding the population, of evacuating all of the population in at-risk areas. The flooding has extended to many parts of the capital, Havana, and it is also ongoing on rivers and rural areas, mostly. In a meeting with the President of the Republic, let's remember, Miguel Diaz-Canel, the body reported, which is the civil defense, reported that the deaths were the result of a landslide and an accident. Meanwhile, in Pinal del Rio, a passerby fell into a swollen creek, and according to local residents, he or she did not manage to get out of the water, so he is reported missing. In view of the situation, Diaz-Canel indicated, the president, that he should keep the entire civil defense system activated to continue the constant monitoring of the meteorological phenomenon and to evacuate the population in areas at risk of flooding or landslides. For now, the main damage was done to buildings on roofs, and in the capital there were 40 partial collapses.